What's up, everybody? I'm Cindy Goodman, and in today's Daily Fix, rumors of the next Call of Duty. Siege's new operator might be more familiar than you think, and Gears 3 on PS3? Roll the thing. There are some things you can just expect every year. Your birthday, 4th of July, Christmas, and a new Call of Duty. And while we don't have an official announcement just yet, new reports suggest that this year's Call of Duty game will be titled Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. The title was posted by Call of Duty leaker Okami on Twitter and backed up by Eurogamer sources. Eurogamer suggested that the new title will return to the series' roots, boots on the ground, in the Cold War, but didn't specify any specific events or locations in play. For what it's worth, the real-life Cold War is regarded as lasting from 1947 through 1991. We don't currently know if this is a reboot of the sub-series or a prequel to the Black Ops story, which has stepped into the future in recent installments. And if you recall, the first Black Ops was set in the 1960s during the Cold War, so it would make sense if it turns out to be a reboot of that sub-series or a prequel. Or I could just be projecting because I want a reboot of that sub-series, since it would get us one step closer to a reboot/remaster of Black Ops 2. Activision already formally announced the 2020 installment of Call of Duty, but didn't confirm which of its studios would be leading development. Rumors and simple pattern recognition would seem to point to Treyarch as the lead, given that it created the Black Ops sub-series. There are also rumors swirling about that it will include a single-player campaign, even though Black Ops 4 went without. This rumor train is also taking off at the same time that the Call of Duty Warzone bunkers have suddenly opened. Toot toot. The in-game bunkers have seen data miners discovering what seems to be a model for a Cold War-era spy plane, the U-2. We already know that Warzone will evolve to accommodate multiple games in the series after Infinity Ward's Taylor Kurosaki said that the Battle Royale mode, quote, will be the through line that connects all of the different various sub-franchises of Call of Duty. As basic as it is to some folks, Call of Duty is one of my favorite franchises. And while I am a Modern Warfare gal through and through, and was kind of hoping for a revival of World at War, a truly underrated Call of Duty, I'm still very excited about this. I love the idea of Warzone being a through line between all the installments, and if it's on purpose, it's super cool that devs are planting things for data miners to find that give us insights into the next installment of the franchise. Although, that was a fair amount of speculation on my part. The data mine could have very much just been regular data mining. But how cool would it be if they started using Warzone to connect all of the different Call of Duty franchises in a meaningful way, with intentionally placed hints for the leakers they know are out there. What are your thoughts on Black Ops going back to the Cold War? As long as it's not Cold War 2090, I'm super cool with it. I wasn't the biggest fan of future installments, or I will not have been. Whatever, future tense. Anyway, let me know in the comments. When it rains, it pours. Bullets. Oh no, that'd actually be really dangerous. If you're an FPS fan, that's good. This opener is getting away from me a bit, but we're talking Rainbow Six Siege and how the game could potentially be related to Ubisoft's Splinter Cell franchise. Windows Central first spotted a post from Rainbow Six Siege data miner, 0bytes_, on Reddit, who appears to have found a set of strings in the game's code that reveal the code names for future Year 5 operators. The Year 5 Season 3 operator is referred to as Scout, ECH, Echelon 3rd Echelon, which suggests that the next in-game agent could be part of the top-tier NSA organization that Splinter Cell's Sam Fisher was a part of. Some have pointed out that this doesn't line up with the Year 5 roadmap for Siege, which offers a logo for Nighthaven under the Season 3 operator. But Rainbow Six Siege product director Roy Del Valle told Windows Central in a previously unpublished interview that the logo, quote, shouldn't be there. I guess what he was saying is that we should take the roadmap with a grain of, what is that called again?
Salt.
Oh, that's right. Thanks, Last Jedi guy. Always got my back. So there you have it. I guess all we can do is wait for a confirmation from Ubi. And maybe they'll even announce a Splinter Cell game soon. Fun fact, Gears of War 3 was ported to PS3, but was never going to actually be released. A former hacker known online as PixelButts discovered and then released a video on YouTube of a PS3 port of Gears 3. The footage shows a rough, buggy version of the game playing on PS3 hardware. It also shows Xbox button prompts, but a report from Kotaku reveals that the build is indeed running on a PlayStation 3. PixelButts even sent a further video to Kotaku to prove it, which shows the game booting up from the PS3's cross-media bar. Epic Games did confirm to Kotaku that the build is indeed real. Quote, the footage is a byproduct of Epic's internal Unreal Engine 3 testing process, which utilized both Gears and Unreal Tournament and was never part of any actual product work for PlayStation 3. Allegedly, the version doesn't run on a standard retail PS3 console and only works on dev kits due to the extra RAM, but Pixelbutts adjusted the way Unreal Engine 3 loads data and managed to make the build work with some performance issues. So, if you needed to know that Gears 3 was ported to a PS3, but there weren't actually any real plans to release it into the wild, you know now, and I'm happy to help. And that's Daily Fix. I'm Cindy Goodman, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. That was a call and response. Now that you're all caught up in the news, check out our video on the GTA Alien War. It's actually really interesting. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices. Subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat for all things, everything else, IGN.com.